Hey everyone, Jeff here, and as a thank you for listening to my show, I'd love to offer you a gift completely free. I have a full PDF with tactics and insights for how I built amazing relationships that have skyrocketed my personal success. If this sounds like something you're looking for, all you have to do is click the link in the show notes below. Now, on to the show. Welcome back to the Jeff Fenster Show for another segment of Lessons Learned, where today we're going to recap the top takeaways from Charlie Rocket on becoming a dreamer. Number 1, be a delusional optimist.
Now, as a dreamer, you have to have a delusional relationship with your dreams. They call you crazy because they can't see what you see, but what you see is real. It's already done.
If you can't see me right now, I'm covered in goosebumps just because you just said, when you said I was in a commercial with Serena Williams and LeBron James, the fact that you put that out there, and I knew most of this story. I didn't know the details you just shared, which is why I was so excited to ask that first, because I knew you were in the commercial because I seen it. And I know you. And I know you talked about how you dreamed about it, but I didn't know you wrote about it in your journal every day. And I think it's so pivotal and so important for everyone to understand the power of seeing it here first and the mindset that you just are talking about, that delusional relationship with your dreams. Mm-hmm. Because if you don't believe it, why is the world going to believe it? And how did you keep going all the days it didn't happen yet? Mm-hmm. Not seeing how the dominoes were going to connect.
I'm a delusional optimist. I truly believe everything I see is already done. Time just hasn't caught up yet. I don't truly believe in like this linear time. Time might be an illusion. If something I see is in my mind, like it is done. And every day I wake up and people ask me, do you write the same dreams over and over in your notebook? I'm like, absolutely. I renew the lease every day. Like I drink the Kool-Aid. I drink it because I know it's real. And everything I pursue, I don't really expect people to understand. But like just the other day at the VCon thing, people were wondering why I was passing out flyers. I said, I don't care. Like you're a speaker. Like you're one of out of 190 speakers, you're one of the 7 people with keynotes, and you're passing out flyers yourself. I said, I don't care about today. I care about when the speech happens. That thing's going to be packed. Like thank me later. Like, trust me. Like, yeah, when you see how packed they'll be, you're not going to question what I'm doing today. Mm-hmm. I believe in the finish line and the vision I see at the finish line. And I know what the finish line looks like, so I'm willing to do the crazy steps that might be completely unconventional because I have a dream. And in order to get that dream in this 3-dimensional world of reality, it's like you got to exchange energy. And for me, I'm willing to exchange terabytes. Some people might have like emailed Nike and be like, I want to be a Nike athlete. Like, this is my story. That was kilobytes. I'm trying to exchange gigabytes, terabytes of energy in order to achieve the thing. And it might seem like a lot harder work, but it's a lot faster.
Yeah.
It's so much faster. There's so many things I'm manifesting right now. And if I ask myself, if I do something normal, it'll probably be the long road. If I do something extraordinary in a very delusional way, with that extreme energy exchange, people might be like, what's he doing? Mm-hmm. That's all you got to do is watch.
Number 2, have some fun.
You must have a lot of dreams.
Mm-hmm.
We all do. In so many different areas. How do you focus those dreams to the ones you want to put more of your attention and intention to now?
What's the most fun? We're living life. Mm-hmm. Like, let's have some fun. Yeah. Like, there's going to be things I want to do, but like, what's most fun right now for me? Like, I honestly would love to have the #1 TV show in the world that's bringing like positivity and dreams to the forefront. When I look at the world, I'm looking at a lot of toxicity. It works. It sells. There's also a lot of positivity. Like, my TikTok has 7 million followers, and it's all like kids who just love positive stuff. So I'm like, there's a market for this. Let's take this to the biggest stage in the world. So I'm like, okay, let's go fight for the #1 show in the world to be the most positive dream-making show in the world. Let's give people alternative. I love that like business shows exist. I think there needs to be more of that. Because so many of these kids today, like the next generations, like they want to be business owners, they're dreamers. You know, the dream of getting a job is not a dream. That was a long time ago. But now people want to build stuff, so they need people like you. They need people like me, but like they need it in a positive, not toxic way. So it's like you got, you know, Marcus Lemonis was like 1.0, Shark Tank was 2.0. Let's make 3.0. Mm-hmm. Like, let's go out here and show the process of like building these businesses, but like for people who are really in need.
Number 3, helping others reach their dreams.
So I went and signed this girl group, got him a record deal, and they fired me because I wasn't of servitude. I'm now at like this like bumping my head portion of my life of like being like a young, arrogant like businessman. Mm-hmm. And then like I went to get advice from like this old wise man named Bill Cook, and we're sitting on his horse farm on a freaking bucket in mud. And I'm like, why do I keep getting fired? He's like, you think this is about you? He's like, how many times have you asked your artist what their dream is? And then like made them feel like you care about their dream. He said, you do that, you'll never get fired again. I said, but I'm the manager. Like they like signed to me. He's like, no, the manager works for the artist. No, they're signed to me. Charlie, if you make somebody else's dream come true, you'll have everything you want.
Number 4, doing what already works.
This one DJ, he said, Charlie, you're the manager. Got the number 2 song in the country. Why are you passing out CDs still? I said, it's what got me in the game. Why would I ever stop doing the thing that worked? I'm running the play. Mm-hmm. I just signed a new artist. Why would I change my formula? It works. I don't care that I'm the manager. I don't need to be in the mahogany row with my foot on the desk looking important. I'm trying to win. I just signed a new artist and I'm running the play. Mm-hmm. It's guaranteed to work. And I actually enjoy doing really bold things. Once again, I'm trying to exchange terabytes worth of energy. Could there be a more effective strategy? Absolutely. I'm not looking for effective. I'm not looking for the most efficient way to become successful. I am trying to make a lasting impact that I know is guaranteed to work.
Yep.
It's not an experiment. So I'm going to pass out that CD every goddamn night at 4 a.m. in the cold. It gets cold in Atlanta. I'm freezing. And they're like, why don't you have a street team do it? I was like, if I'm not there with the street team, those CDs end up in their trunk.
It's true.
And you never know what got done. So.
And the passion. That opportunity for them to see you.
The leader, leading from the front.
That's right.
So that's how I got in the game.
Hey everyone, just wanted to take a second to say how incredibly grateful we are for all of our listeners, and I want to hear from you. Your feedback is greatly appreciated, and it will only help us make this show better for you. So any questions you have, click the link in the show notes below and let us know. Now, back to the episode. Number 5, bigger is easier.
Currently, what is stopping the Dream Factory from just being in every major city in the world?
Honestly, me thinking bigger. I haven't thought big enough. I have been frustrated with myself over the past year because as you run a business, foundation is a very hard business to run. You bring in money and you give away 80% of it. So mm-hmm. It's always like 10 steps forward, 8 steps back. So scaling it is difficult. So now I'm like, what's the biggest things we can do? Like, let me think bigger, because in my life, bigger has always been easier. So let me go partner. I don't have to do it all by myself. It's actually better if we form a network. It's actually better if we do bigger missions that attract bigger people and we have just bigger ideas. Mm-hmm. So I'm 5 years in, but now it's time to think bigger. This platform that we're going to create by having the #1 TV show in the world, making dreams come true. That little girl whose cookie business we made, when she's on a television show, and then I call you up. I'm like, Jeff, I got this little girl. She wants to have a cookie business. We just built her business. She did $500,000 in sales in a week. Jeff, how do we get Albertsons? How do we get Target? let's help her build this business to where she could sell it for $50 million. And then she's able to help every little kid who has her rare disease.
Mm-hmm.
When I say I haven't thought big enough, it's because I stopped at 500,000. That little girl should have had a business that was 50 million. It should compete with the biggest cookie companies in the world. It should be in every store because it's cookies that are changing lives.
That's right.
It's story driven. Every single person we helped, there was this kid named Matthew that we helped. He has cerebral palsy. He wanted to walk. He wants to walk. That's his dream. He wants to walk. I said, what's holding you back from that? He said, well, therapy is very expensive and my parents are poor. Like, I can't even practice walking in my neighborhood in East LA because it's too dangerous. So I was like, okay, well, what would you do to make a whole lot of money? Because I believe business has always been the way to change lives in a massive way. He said, well, I want to have a clothing line like Nipsey Hussle. I said, okay. I pulled out some sheets of paper. I said, start drawing. I'm like, I'm serious. Like, that's his dream. We got to go. Like, it's time.
Yes.
He starts drawing, and it's like imperfect because he has cerebral palsy. I was like, this is perfect. This is the best thing ever. Like, your imperfections are perfect. We roll out his clothing line, and on launch night, he did $350,000 in sales.
Wow.
But see, that's big, but I haven't been thinking big enough. That needs to be in Urban Outfitters. It needs to be in Target. It needs to be helping every little kid who has cerebral palsy get the training and the therapy that they need so they can walk too. I'm not thinking big enough. It's time to go bigger. That's my answer to your question. You said, why isn't it big enough? Why isn't it bigger? Because I'm not thinking big enough. And everything I do from here on out, bigger. That's it. Bigger. More impact. I call it ROI. Return on impact. Impact is the way.
Yes.
Businesses need to impact more. And I know if his clothes were in Target and that impact story, it could help so many more people.
Absolutely.
Those cookies can help so many more people. That's what I want to do, but I need help with it. I'm not the smartest person. I try the hardest, but I got a lot to learn. I could learn from you. I could learn from your friends. I want to learn how to take this bigger because I am ready.
Number 6, decide to see the wins.
There was a point in my life where I was losing and I got tired of losing. So I just decided to see the wins.
Yep.
Let me say that again. I was losing, so I decided to see the wins. Because the fact is, every one of our lives, we got things going right and wrong. The way we're designed as humans, or like we're like survival based. Like we have to look for things that are going wrong in order to survive. I have to, like if I'm driving down the street, there's a wreck on this side of the road, and a sunset on this side of the road. Like I'm designed to look at the thing that could be like, extreme. The sunset, yeah, it could wait. The extreme thing, I literally can't not look at it. But that's the way we're designed. So like I decided to switch that, and I wanted to see all the things that were going good, and it was just like a muscle. And it was like, all right, green light. I'm on a winning streak. Mm-hmm. Good parking spot. I'm on a winning streak. I got to wake up this morning. I'm on a winning streak. Like my skin doesn't have any pimples on it. Like I'm on a winning streak, like all these things. And if you just decide to see the wins, you'll start feeling like a winner, and winners attract more wins.
That's true.
It's just a thing. You ever been to Vegas with somebody who's losing on the slot machine, somebody who's winning?
Keep losing.
Losers keep losing, winners keep winning, and the winners actually attract all this energy that is then like magnified into more wins. They're like, it's going again. Ah! Winners just become extremely attractive.
Yes.
Not just like physically, but like energetically, and not just energetically, but like law of attraction. Like, but negativity is attractive too, like Absolutely. To negative things.
Well, it's all perspective, right? I mean, you can look at, there's an old, I used to play poker for a living in law school, and there was a famous saying, why do the pushing when the donkey will do the pulling? Mm. If you try to push a donkey into a truck, it's going to pull the other way. Mm-hmm. So the trick is you turn the donkey around and you try to pull the donkey away from the truck and it's going to back itself in. Right? And so it's all perspective. If, to your point, if you're losing, but you start to look at the wins in it, or if you're trying to go into a strong breeze and you can't move because the wind is so strong, what if you turn the other direction? And now you got the wind at your back. That perspective is attractive. It does change everything. Winning attracts more winning. Losing attracts more losing. Winners win, losers lose. Positivity reaps more. Go around anyone negative for 2 minutes if you're a positive human, and you can't run fast enough to get away.
Thank you for tuning in to another segment of Lessons Learned. I hope you learned as much as I did from our special guest, Charlie Rocket. Hey everyone. First, I want to thank all of you for tuning in. And if you guys haven't heard about my new book, Relationship Bank Account, click the link in the show notes or search the title on Amazon. This book is packed with all my secrets to success in both relationships and life. Make sure to pick up a copy, and if the book helps you on your journey, let us know by leaving a review. I appreciate all of you and can't wait to see you on the next one.